Good morning. My name is Faith Wanjiko, and I'm here today to introduce to you Discovery Chinese Cultural Center. So we are going to help you understand what exactly do we do as a private center that teaches Mandarin Chinese to, to learners who are interested in knowing how to speak Chinese for various purposes. Perhaps you're a business person out there and you frequent China many times and you would like to know how to converse better with them, as well as do business negotiations, strike deals using the language. And it is always good when both of the parties know each other's languages. The Chinese know your language and you know their language. This ensures better trust and ensures that there is good communication in case you get stuck in your language and he gets stuck in his language and would like, or in your language rather, you'd like to use your language. So I'll be taking you through Discovery Chinese and also helping you see our courses. Now I'll begin by introducing to you our adult class. This is a very special class as it involves very little time and you do not have to struggle with time. I introduce to you Discovery Chinese Adult Master Class. This class is done over Zoom. It is an online class that is only done for 10 hours. Just imagine 10 hours. This means 10 days because it's only done on Saturdays in the morning, 7 to 8 a.m. You get to do the class and then you go about your duties or go about your stuff in the day. So you only have 10 days, that is 10 Saturdays to complete this course. Now, it is called the Master Group Class. And you may be wondering, what exactly is taught in this short course for only 10 days? A lot is taught. Now, within the 10 days, you will get to learn how to make basic conversation with your Chinese friends. Now have a look at this. In the 10 hours or in the 10 days, you will learn pronunciation, which is important. You learn greetings, how to introduce yourself and others, your nationality and occupation, numbers, age and family. And who doesn't want to know numbers so that they can be able to transact, and do business, learn how to count money. You learn dates, months and years, time, place, words, and directions such that you can be able to say, when you're in China, I want to go to the bank, I want to go, how do I go to the train station? You can be able to ask such stuff. You can also be able to do shopping very easily by bargaining and buying and selling, etc. But above that, you will also be able to get a bonus session of learning 50 Chinese characters. These 50 Chinese characters are basically to help you write short messages to the Chinese, because Chinese will prefer you to write a message in Chinese characters. This they will understand quite faster than even using English. You will learn special speaking sessions where we'll be taking you through the speaking so that you become better. But above that, you'll also be assessed. If you want, this is not compulsory. If you'd like, we'll give you assessment and give you a certificate. But this is not compulsory. You can also choose not to be assessed. Now, besides that, we've got a comprehensive course. Now, you learned that what I've said is that course that I've just introduced to you is only 10 weeks. That is 10 days, 10 hours. So what happens is that we also have a comprehensive course whereby you will learn much more than you're learning in that short course. Now, you note when I shared with you my screen for the adult class, this special 10-hour class that I've just introduced to you, for the 10 hours or the 10 days, it is only 7,000 shillings. Remember, we had a discount earlier on, but then the discount is over. So now, if you want to enroll for these 10 weeks, 10 hours only, 1 hour per week, that is on Saturday, 7 to 8 a.m., you'll only get to pay 7,000 shillings. Isn't this a wonderful course? feel free to enroll. Now then, we've got another comprehensive course. Now, why is it comprehensive? I'm going to be taking you through what entails it being a comprehensive course. Now, you could be a student out there and you want to learn Chinese for a very long time. You probably want to learn Chinese to be able to do translation, to be able to do interpretation, to be able to be like a tour guide taking Chinese tourists to the Mara and so on and so forth. You want to be a teacher like me. You would want to go to China, get a scholarship, and so on. Now with that, then you need to learn it more comprehensively than just the 10 hours. So with that, we introduce to you our 3 months beginner course. This 3 months, you get to learn 3 days or 5 days in a week. Remember the other one you are learning only 1 day, but this one you get to learn 3 days or 5 days. This course can be done online or at our center on Koinange Street, Ratansi Educational Trust Building. Now in this course, I'll take you through some of the things you get to learn so that you see how comprehensive it is. So we give you a textbook, either level 1 or level 2, depending on which level you are. You get to learn grammar structures that enable you to do more larger sentence construction. There is a lot of workbook, that is questions where the teacher takes you through either listening or speaking or writing and gets to mark your work. A lot of speaking is also enhanced through stories and narration and so on. You also get to do songs and listen to movies that help you in becoming more fluent, building your listening skills as well as your culture skills in terms of learning the Chinese culture. But above all that, we also help to prepare you for the HSK exams. These are the Chinese proficiency test exams, and they are international tests. So you get to be prepared for that, both the written and the speaking. So if you look at all these, it becomes more intense, it becomes more comprehensive, and that is why it takes more time. And I've told you, you do it 3 days or 5 days in a week, and all coming to 3 months in a term. So yeah, so that is the comprehensive course. And perhaps you would be wondering, so what is apart from what I've just explained, what more is taught in this comprehensive course? So I'll just take you through a little bit of our course outline. Now this is our comprehensive course outline. You get to learn the pronunciation, then you learn greetings, nationality, personal pronouns. You see, you learn how to write the Chinese characters, so you can write an email or a message. You get to know how to introduce each other or oneself, place words, directional words, numbers and age, days of the week, months, years, action verbs, verbs that help you know how to say, I want to do this, I can't do this, I'm gonna do this, I want to go to China and do this, more verbs like want, how to use them, and how to say time, buying and selling, which is under shopping, transport, and so on, as well as preparing you for the HSK, just like I've mentioned there earlier. So if you look at this, it becomes more comprehensive. So we have, for the beginners course, we've got those 2 special programs. We have got the master group class, which is only 10 days, that is 10 weeks, 1 day in a week, that is on Saturday, 7 to 8 a.m. But we also have that comprehensive course that I've just told you about, that takes 3 days or 5 days in a week, and you do it for 3 months. Now, I'm not going to leave you that way. I'm just going to give you a short lesson so that you may see how we teach our classes. So I'll give you a short greeting lesson, and this is only in simple greetings on how you can greet somebody in Chinese. Now, if you look at my screen, you can see that I've got the alphabet, which you are familiar with, like the N and the I, and then the characters, that is the Chinese handwriting. Now, when you come to our center, we are able to expose to you both the alphabet which is what you begin with at the beginning. You learn the Chinese alphabet, you know how to use it, you know how to build sentences. Then we later introduce to you the Chinese characters, which are helpful to you in writing, so that you can write. When you become very good in the characters, you can write a short message or even an email or so on with Chinese characters, so that at the end of the course, you are able to read all this. You can read in alphabets, which is something you can, and then you can read the characters, so that if the alphabets are not there, the characters are there. So this is my short greetings lesson. Now the first one is pronounced as ni hao, ni hao. Now the word ni hao means hello, and when somebody tells you ni hao, you tell them ni hao. Now so it's like saying hello, and then you say hello. So ni hao, ni hao. Then there's another one, the word ni zamayang, zamayang. Zamayang means how about. So if you say ni zamayang, you're asking somebody, how about you? How are you this morning? So if you say ni zamayang, you're asking somebody, how are you? How are you doing? Or how, you're basically looking at the whole person, asking them, how have you been? Say, ni zamayang. This is a very informal greeting, and it's a good greeting to give to your Chinese friends instead of the common ni hao. So you can tell them ni zamayang, and then they may reply, 我很好. There are many replies, but this is one of them. 我很好. It means I very good, I'm very fine. Say, 你怎么样? 我很好. How are you? I'm very fine. Then I have another one. Who doesn't like eating? Now the word for eating in Chinese is 吃, 吃. So we want to ask somebody, what do you want to eat? So we can tell them 你吃什么? 你吃什么? 你 means you, 吃 is to eat, 什么 is what. So 你吃什么? You eat what? What do you want to eat? And then somebody, they like rice, they may say 我吃米饭. 米饭 is rice. So they can say I eat rice. 我吃米饭. I hope you have enjoyed my short greeting lesson. And remember that all our courses are either online or offline. If you get to pick the online classes, you will learn as I'm teaching you right now. But if you pick the offline courses, which are offered in our center, then you're welcome to come to our center on Koinange Street in Nairobi, a building called Ratansi Educational Trust Building on 4th floor, room F33. You're welcome, and hoping to see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye. 再见.